I like to picture innovation as a tunnel. It's a journey to the unknown. And as innovators, you have a vision of what the end of the tunnel will look like. So here we are all innovators. And when people get at the end of the tunnel, then they understand what your vision was. But we all have been there. Like 6 years ago, when I was telling my friends, yeah, do you know crypto? Let's discover that, it's an interesting field. They were, is that a real thing? No way it will work. And even one day, my mother, she called me, really afraid, and she said, Sarah, is blockchain like Bitcoin? Because I read online that Bitcoin is illegal. It was 6 years ago. And now she says, yeah, I understand decentralization, the future, I'm so happy you are in this technological field and so on. So it's just like that, you know. First, people are afraid, they are petrified. But when they get at the end of the tunnel, everything gets clear and they understand it. And there is a theory behind it. And it's a theory that has been elaborated by Everett Rogers, who is an American communication sociologist, and he's actually the one who coined the term early adopters. And what he showed is that there are innovators, early adopters, then the early majority, and there is something which is a chasm, it's a breaking point between early adopters and the early majority. And the challenge is to cross this chasm. And we can only do that with mass adoption, and this is when you gain this market share. So this is one of the many challenges we are facing with the Cosmos ecosystem, is how we cross this chasm, because if we don't do that, any innovation that cannot go through these breaking points eventually dies. So this is the main mission we want to tackle with Lum. It's mass adoption. It's how you get people in complex environments and you gain this mass adoption to make them benefit also from opportunities. We really believe in financial inclusion, and what we think is that if we give the people the opportunity to become early adopters, then they enjoy and benefit from all the blockchain and crypto revolution, and they can join the race. So for that, we have a method. First, we develop good products, which are simple, which have a good value UVP, user value proposition, and also they hide blockchain and crypto complexities. We saw many products and projects where the UVP is the blockchain. For us, we use blockchain and crypto to solve the problem. And this is the UVP. Otherwise, it's just blockchain bullshit marketing. And all of us have seen that. Then, our method is also to scale with real-life businesses, because it's with those businesses that you can drive mass adoption quickly. And this is what we have done the past year with a group called Skippers, which is a leader in customer engagement. So their job is to collect content like reviews after a purchase for brands. So brands pay this group to collect reviews independently. And they are operating in 45 countries under the names verified reviews. So for example, in France, it's Avis Vérifié. Here it's Opiniones Verificadas, etc. They are already working with 7,000 brands, and they collect each year 30 million of reviews. They have an exposition to hundreds of millions of users. So their problem was how to maximize, how to increase the conversion rate of content. Because we know people are lazy, sometimes they don't take the time to produce content and so on. So they were like, okay, we need to increase the conversion, we need to increase the quality, because with that, brands benefit from like content to advertise their product. And With reviews, you have this authenticity, and if you have a reward system to incentivize, then you fall into paid reviews, and no one trusts paid reviews. So what we design with them is a decentralized review system with a reward system associated. So it solves their problem because either the review is 1 star or 5 star, you can check on Lum Explorer that the amount of reward will be the same. And we decided to add a little trick here, is to give to user crypto rewards. So we built a product called Skipper's Reward, which is a really simple wallet for users to easily start to earn crypto. So we don't say to them you will earn crypto and so on, they discover that. And our job is to step by step converting those users into crypto holders and even more into Cosmos believers. This is really our mission because we know that Cosmos is a tremendous ecosystem for any user that will join now, and to give this opportunity to mainstream user, like to my mom, to anyone, it's crazy, and we really like that. And you know, we have been working for 1 year now with this group, which is like real life business with thousands of people and so on. And we have learned a lot of things. So first, there are a good opportunity because now the product, and I'm really happy to announce that, is in a production environment. And I like to emphasize the term production environment because it brings all the human and technological complexity that lies with it. So you know the term FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. We have learned the hard way that the level of FUD grows proportionally with the business size. And especially in those times of bear market, we have to do a lot of education, and the process are a bit slowed down because we need to reassure, but still we manage to do that. And now, like thousands of users every day start to receive crypto without knowing everything about it. And this is a dream that we are pursuing, is to make everyone a cosmonaut. We realized something with the first user we had, is that to put them from having crypto, then making them understand Cosmos and so on, it's a hard task. It's a hard task because Cosmos is a complex ecosystem. The multi-chain paradigm brings a lot of good things, but it brings also complexity. So I'm really happy to announce a new product our team has worked on, and this product is called Diffract. So there is a link. We are Lum. So Lum means light, luminous. And you get this Lum, and then, paf, diffraction. And what is Diffract? Is a DeFi product we have built for those keepers user, but for any user of other crypto ecosystem, any user, because it's an index of a basket of Cosmos projects that also generates yield revenue. So basically what we do is we take this ecosystem and we convert it into a single point of entry to the Cosmos ecosystem, a gateway to your Cosmos investments. And now we have a problem. So how does it work? It's kind of simple. So first, we will be producing a beta version. In this beta version, really simply, user will be able to mint DFR tokens, which are the native ABC tokens of this chain, against USDC. So why USDC? Because today it's accessible, and once again, it's for this beta version. Basically, having a DFR token is like buying, holding, staking, and then compounding rewards, but in an automated way. And that's funny because first we did that for Skipper's user, you know, hey, you start having crypto, but no, you can invest in all crypto ecosystem. But what we realize, even with speaking with people here, is that people are actually interesting to, for the simplicity it brings to manage all your crypto investment of Cosmos. Thanks. Oh, no, you don't put the presentation again? What? I keep going? Okay. Okay. Okay, no problem. I wanted to show you a link, and this is something our team has built on. It's not directly related, but it's something we are glad to... oh, okay, thank you. It's good now? So what we have done, so you understand what we are doing is to design simple product, but we also have this mission to create educational content. And what we have created, so I will go there, is a notion for people who don't know anything about Cosmos. And so it's the ABC of cosmonaut, and it explains to people how to become a cosmonaut. So we highlight some projects of Cosmos ecosystem, and step by step people can understand what is Cosmos, what is a blockchain, and so on. We start at level 0. So this is an open content. We invite you, every one of you, to participate. And just to jump on that, oh, cannot go back? Oh, so Diffract is a community-centric project. And this is something really important to say, because we are doing it really in participation, in collaboration with other protocol founders, with validators who give us insight, with any contributors of the Cosmos ecosystem. And we are actually part of the Interchain Foundation Builders Program. We have been discussing a lot on how to make the vision of Cosmos be represented in this index. It's a challenge, and we want everyone to participate. And this is why the team, the Lum team, doesn't have any token allocation. We doesn't have any token allocation. The protocol will be bootstrapped with no discount, no pre-sale, to have a crystal clear tokenomics. So this is really the goal we are pursuing, and we told a lot of people, what do you think? And they were telling us, oh, it's not frequent to do that. We really did that with our own budget to give something to the Cosmos community who had supported us a lot, and because we believe that people will benefit, users will benefit from this tremendous ecosystem with a lot of great intellectual capital. And now, time to question. So since the beginning, we just started to talk about Diffract in the Cosmoverse. And from the beginning, people asked us a lot of questions, because you have a lot of ways to build index. And since it's a collaborative project, it was great for us to understand how people and how the community will respond to that. So I will add a little trick, because I am the one who will ask the question today. And for that, please welcome on stage my co-founder and CTO of Lum, Fabrice.
Hello. Thank you.
So, Fabrice, first question, frequently asked question. When, not when moon, but when Diffract will be live?
That's a very good question, Sarah. It's not staged at all. It is already live. So we launched the beta version on Monday, and we wanted it to be live for the Cosmoverse for people to try this out, to experience what is Diffract, what is the beta version. Again, it's a beta version, so it's not the full version we are targeting, but we like to put products into the hand of people, of the users, so they can have a better feedback and get back to us and help us improve the product, the protocol, its design, and its features.
Okay, and we are talking about a basket of crypto assets. So one of the first questions people are asking is what is the token allocation?
So right now we decided to begin with 10 tokens in addition to Atom. And we're currently working with Imperator, the validator. We are launching our initial delegation set 2. The goal is obviously to grow the list of available projects. So do not see this as a biased list of selected projects. It's more like a list of projects that were easy to understand, available globally, and that we could make available on Diffract. And obviously we invite all protocol founders, contributors, validators, people from the community to help us define what is Diffract, what is the future of this index, who will be in the allocation, what project we can add to the list early on, even though the beta version does not represent the final list that will be available. And once we exit this beta version, what we want to do is we want to do a community competition between protocols to join Diffract, to make Diffract an index that represents the community of the Cosmos ecosystem.
Yeah, so that will be an interesting time actually, because we can actually see how what are the actual community of each project, how they react, how they get involved and so on. So in terms of event experimentation, we are looking forward to see how it will evolve.
Exactly, and also it's fairly hard to define what is the Cosmos ecosystem value. There is many ways to do it, but as it was mentioned a couple times during the early talks of the Cosmoverse, I believe Sunny mentioned that validators overlap between chains, and it's the same for communities, and it makes sense because we are all part of this ecosystem of interchain, interconnected chains, and we believe this kind of competition will bring a fair value, a fair allocation, initial allocation to Diffract, and will help us define what is the common value we represent in this index.
And so we think now is a really good timing to launch it, because even we are asked a lot of time, how should we get involved in Cosmos, and we think that now is a good timing due to the market condition and so on. So we decided to bootstrap this project with a beta version. But you mentioned that it's a beta. What will be the V1 and what's the roadmap basically? Another
great question, not staged again. So as I just mentioned, we launched the beta version of the protocol. And the objective is to get feedback from the community to improve the design. We could have put some RFC online and ask for feedbacks about pure code, pure specs, but we prefer it to be kind of technical and user friendly at the same time, because we believe not everyone is technical in the community, but everyone has something to say about it. So in this early version, the mint and deployment of the protocol assets are done via governance proposal on a weekly basis.
When?
So everything is staged. Sorry, guys. On Fridays, we'll put governance proposal for the community to vote on, to deploy the new assets to the native chains in order to delegate them, to create yield for Diffract, and so on. So it will be a semi-manual process, automated by the blockchain, but manual by the governance proposal, in order to keep control about how the cycle and how it's going, and to follow the path to full automation. But during the next 3 to 4 months, we will implement the full feature set of the protocol in order to launch Diffract V1. So the idea of Diffract V1 is to be a fully autonomous liquidity owned protocol. So you will then be able to get GFR against many assets, IBC tokens of the interchain network, and not only USDC. The protocol will use interchain accounts to manage its portfolio globally across all networks. So you can see it as really a protocol to govern that is governed by its community and that can control its assets on any chains. And it will be able to basically exchange tokens from one another on Osmosis, to move them from Osmosis to their native chains, to delegate them, even to do liquid staking if we want the protocol to do it. And last but not least, Diffract holders will be able to start to stake Diffract, GFR, in order to aggregate the yield provided by staking them. The goal of this is to split the community between the holders, the stakers, and the ones that will provide eventually liquidity on DEX for Diffract to get a better access to the protocol. and a more global exposure. One last thing, sorry. And in essence, we like to see Diffract as one of the first pioneers will use the full power of the new IBC features, the really cool IBC features that everyone is starting to implement slowly but surely, which are like interchain accounts, interchain queries, and all the new stuff that will come up in the coming months and years. And yeah, this was just like the major items of the roadmap. I guess there is plenty of things to say. And you can join us on Twitter, Discord for the discussions, or even at our booth for those who are here. So that's it from me.
Yeah, and in the office we have put a big panel with interchain account wrote on it to motivate everybody to start coding it. And yes, that's it. Yes, one more thing. Video, please. If it works.
This is dramatic.
So, just for the fun, and also because we want to drive mass adoption, we have designed a collection of NFTs that are actually designed for DFR holders, the first DFR holders, because it's fun and because it gives the identity of being a cosmonaut. So we are making those NFT wearable with AR. We have already starting a really beta version on Instagram, etc., with this AR filter of a cosmonaut helmet. And it's a collection of 1,000 NFT with 100 which are special Medellin, Cosmoverse Medellin collection. And yes, about the NFT.
Oh, yeah. So we are saying we will launch NFTs, but we will not actually launch them on a blockchain before the release of Diffract with V1, even though they will be allocated to the first joiners of the beta version. And we did not decide yet on which blockchain and marketplace we will put them. So guess we'll have some other discussions with the community to decide what is the best way to, and the best platform for this in the Cosmos ecosystem at the moment.
Yeah, so really what we want is to give a cosmonaut identity to people, to say we were here to shape and design the philosophy of Cosmos, to spread the light to all crypto and blockchain ecosystem, then make Cosmos luminous, diffract the light, and make all of us shine. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.